Tonight we begin a new series called Inside Tucson's Crime Lab. I got a closer look at how the Tucson Police Department handles crime scenes, evidence, and lab work in cases. I also spoke to experts to find out more about how they put the bad guys behind bars to help victims get justice. Tonight's focus is firearms. When shots are fired and someone commits a crime in Tucson, police are called in to secure and investigate the scene. But what happens once they get on the other side of the tape? That's where crime scene specialist Ed Arnault comes in. He loads up his work van and rolls out to collect evidence for detectives.
We document the scene with photographs. We take photographs of the scene. Potentially we can search for and collect latent print evidence and also DNA evidence. It can be touch DNA or it can be other types of DNA evidence.
Surveillance video and other evidence is turned into a secured lockup where it's logged, tagged, numbered, and stored. Right now, police have over 700,000 pieces of evidence in storage.
It gets stored in evidence until a detective or county attorney, prosecutor, requests that this evidence be analyzed by a crime lab.
Property intake is the second location for evidence coming in, and everything that you see behind me here is what's been collected over the course of a weekend. Evidence Superintendent Bill Brantley says the guns are stored in one of 3 high-security vaults at their facility.
Zip tie it so we know it's secure. Everything that comes in, we want to make sure that we're doing a constant inventory. Like our firearms vault, Brent will go ahead and he'll scan all the items in that vault, and we want to make sure that everything is accounted for.
Once detectives get moving on a case, they go to firearms examiner Thomas Murphy to see if the gun fits the crime.
So I'm going to take that gun and compare it to cartridge cases or other ammunition components that are recovered at a crime scene to identify whether a particular firearm fired those bullets or cartridge cases or didn't fire them.
The guns are also tested as short and long range.
Long range, we're recovering cartridge cases there to put on a microscope to compare to evidence that may have been recovered at a crime scene. And when we fire into the water, we're firing to recover bullets to compare to bullets that were recovered from anywhere that they may be found at a crime scene, including in trees or in cars or in a house or maybe even in a person.
The key is to find unique markers that identify a certain gun.
We're looking for tool marks that are left on the bullet when it's fired from the gun. In the barrel, there's rifling, which gives the bullet spin, but the rifling also is made by a tool which leaves marks in the barrel, and those marks that are in the barrel are imparted to the bullet as it leaves the barrel.
And the toughest part of the job?
There are times when guns come in and they're not functioning, and it's my job to sometimes get them to function again so that we can get test fires.
The investigation can eventually get wrapped up after Murphy is called in to testify and confirm his findings.
I can testify to the fact that the gun actually worked. If there's an argument that the gun didn't work, my testing will reveal if it did work, or it may reveal that, yes, the gun has malfunctions. If there are a lot of cartridge cases, it could take up to a week. If it's just a function test to see if a gun functions, it could take me 45 minutes.
The evidence is sent back to storage until the case is closed. It can also be returned to owners, auctioned off, or destroyed.